Hello Libra, a special 12-12 video, Libras. That's right, that portal is open, Libras. Let's get right into it, Libras. Let's get into it. All right, Libras. The number 12 is a very powerful number, as is all numbers. But 12, in whatever form you see the number 12, it just means that you have selected a life of service and you're being being invested in education on every level, right? So from physical to spiritual, it means that you're highly creative and you must be able to express yourself. So it means that you are naturally affectionate and loving towards and you strive to make the world a better place, right? And so you may need to give up something in order to achieve the knowledge and wisdom that you seek. And so remember, you carry a knowingness within you. So look within to seeking a solution. And so when you focus on expanding your spiritual and intuitive education, you reap success and experience happiness, right? So some of the things you want to watch out when somebody is out of balance, or if you are out of balance, number 12, is sacrificing your life to a point where you've compromised your mission or values to be a servitude to another person or cause, or you've given up your sovereignty, or you're just a doormat, or just feeling bitter, through life, just kind of just like holding on to this rage, anger, frustration, or just got to a point where you're so burned out and stressed out, you only had the energy to go within, right? So you'll know. So you'll see the number 12 in a lot of different forms: 12, 38, 48, the number 57, 66, 75, 84, 93, 129, etc. Right? You add those numbers up, it brings you back to 12. That's a sign for you to check yourselves and say, I'm trying to develop my spiritual life, then I need to go within. And how are you going to go within? Prayer. Let's do it. That's right. So here we have Two of Pentacles, right? Something is really, really out of balance here. Something was just a demonic bond from the beginning. Yep. Somebody's parents. Somebody is now seeing that somebody's parents were probably it wasn't a good match at all. Yep. Somebody may have had two parents. It just was not a good match at all. Right? And just between the two of those energies created an imbalance in you and created a nightmare. So somebody may have just had to say, they're moving on from the disappointment, but you may have had to just say you need to stop talking to some people. I don't know who I'm talking to. But yeah, somebody is at this point just kind of like really just trying to just balance out their lives and trying to move on from some nightmares from the past, and maybe being just having to keep reliving the nightmares by the stuff that people are talking about around you. Remember, Mars, which is the Tower card, is retrograde, so a total recall of things are happening, and somebody is super sensitive right now. They just reliving nightmares. I'm talking to men and women, Libras, by the way, just like super sensitive right now. And also Chiron is retrograde, so that goes to the deepest spiritual wound. That is why I talk about pulling birth charts so much. Somebody's like, you know what? It's like the devil is playing tricks on somebody's mind right now. We're getting close. We're in the full moon phase. So source is saying, you may have to, kind of at this point, just say, okay, I need to make some decisions. I just need to make some decisions. Certain things I may need to stop talking about altogether. I may need to stop talking about certain things because something is being demonized. Somebody or something is just being demonized, and it's causing me all kinds of nightmares. Here we had a Two of Pentacles here. So you and somebody are making a decision that talking about certain things has just been a nightmare. Have just been a complete nightmare. And it just throws you out of balance. Here we have the Eight of Wands here. So you may be taking a flight somewhere, or source is going to fast track something for you, right? And you're going to feel very fortunate that something is being fast tracked. You're actually going through a rebirth right now. That's why you see this energy right here. I'm talking to men and women. You're going through a rebirth right now to the other side. Yep, here we have the Goddess card coming out twice. Yep, you're going through a rebirth. Somebody is definitely going through a rebirth. Came out twice. So it's like you're going through a double rebirth. Somebody could be pregnant with twins, or it could be twins in your family. Here we have, but you're leaving some energies behind who leave you in the dark about things. You know, just all these secrets, family secrets about this, that, whatever. You know, you're just leaving it behind. Especially with people who just believe anything they hear. I mean, especially if it's negative and low vibrational, just, yeah. Here we have the Sun card. Yeah, so you're leaving the certain energies you're just leaving behind. You have enough information at this point to stop talking about certain things. It's just because something has been that disappointing for you. So, yeah. So two things may have caused somebody to limit somebody's abundance and their prosperity instead of growing somebody's abundance and prosperity. And it may have thrown things completely out of alignment for you. So what's happening for everybody with that number 12 is going within and seeking answers for enlightenment is really just kind of and something is going to go pretty fast. You're going to be grateful that something is going to go fast and you're able to leave some things behind. Somebody could be catching a flight somewhere, but excuse me, and I do see you being successful and very happy with something, but you'll be doing some cord cutting ceremony. You be cutting ties with some things, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're going to be cutting some ties. You'll be cutting ties and moving on, right? Here we have the Two of Wands here. Yeah, because somebody feels very much alone. You know, somebody feels very, very much alone, and just period. Somebody feels alone, right? Feels alone, just feel like sacrificed, you know, and just all kinds of stuff. And Source is actually rewarding you for just taking the high road and just moving on. So this is actually rewarding you for taking the high road and moving on. For just dreaming bigger, believing in yourself, and just moving on. Yep, just moving on. Yep. And not talking about the disappointment anymore. So two situations in particular have just been really, really disappointing for somebody. Yeah, something around money, possibly, and then something around possibly music, because I'm looking at this DJ booth here, and it's like somebody just has, like I said, enough information, like physical information. Somebody has enough physical information to just say, you know what, just moving on from something. So it looks like there's a looks like in terms of like the physical evidence of something that somebody has. Looking at the cards here, something was so deeply disappointing and so much of a nightmare for energies. But what's really, here we have the Fool card. Somebody just felt like a fool. You know, somebody finally just left the circus behind, left a bunch of distractions behind, and just moved on. You just moved on. That looks like somebody could have somebody could have been married to somebody. You could have made a lot of sacrifices, you know, in your marriage. Or you could have just made a lot of sacrifices in your past and just decided to move on. See how this person has a dog in their bag? They could have just moved on by themselves and just said, you know what? You made too many sacrifices. Not anymore. You're just moving on. You got enough information. You're not going to disrupt your peace anymore. So, yeah. Tired of being judged. Somebody tired of being judged. So, yeah, that's why you're moving on. Somebody's like, you know what? You're tired of being judged for your past. You're tired of being judged for somebody's parents. I don't know, somebody Somebody's been demonized in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like somebody's been, I don't know if you have kids or whatever. I think everybody has parents, but like somebody has been judged by their generational, like just generationally has been judged, compared to, and somebody felt very much like, but they were just by themselves. So somebody's making a decision. It's like if you feel like you by yourself, you might as well be by yourself in that regard. So yeah, you're not, certain things you're not even talking about anymore. Certain conversations come up, you don't even talk about it anymore. And we had the Knight of Cups. That's how you're gonna save yourself. That's how you're gonna save yourself. So when we talk about like the number 12 and like going in for answers. So 12 means that you have the light side of 12 means that you have selected a life of service and you're being invested. Being invested in education on every level, from physical to spiritual. You are highly creative and you must be able to express yourself. You're naturally affectionate and loving, and you strive to make the world a better place in which to live. You may need to give up something in order to achieve the knowledge and wisdom you seek. Remember, you carry a knowingness within you. So look within and for seeking a solution. Means that when you focus on expanding your spiritual and intuitive education, you reap success and experience happiness, right? The dark side of it is a person who is either a doormat or they feel bitter. They feel like a victim, or they victimize other people, but not really, investing in themselves to kind of sort of, do the work, like do the energy work. So that's just another sign. That's just another sign of the number 12. So the portal is open. We're getting closer and closer to the full moon. We're already feeling the effects of it. We have a lot of planets that's currently retrograde. I want to say Chiron. Which ones are retrograde? Chiron. If you're watching this on the 11th, so you can kind of get off the fence and make a decision about some things. That would be enlightenment, number 11. Mercury, if you're watching this on the 11th, Mercury will be retrograde for 3 more days. Chiron will be Chiron is retrograde. Uranus is retrograde. Jupiter and Mars are retrograde. Mars is the tarot card. So Chiron and Mars seem to be the one that may be causing a lot of confusion. So some people have spent a lot of time and a lot of money, on finding out why there's such an imbalance. But what's interesting about this reading here is this moon card here is people have been keeping you in the dark about the amount of time they've been investing in something. So people have been keeping you in the dark about something. This Knight of Cups right here lets me know that there's somebody in the reverse who is very jealous of you from your past, who has initiated something. They started this whole nightmare, and somebody felt like they were by themselves in this whole nightmare. So that meant somebody may not have couldn't even tell you what was going on. Somebody couldn't even tell you what was going on. And this Judgment card lets me know somebody was obsessed. Somebody was absolutely obsessed. Somebody from your past. And it's somebody who's a bully, and someone who is very meticulous and complains about everything, who bought into some kind of fairy tale about you. So here we have, keep on moving forward. It's time to release the burden. Your laughter is medicine. Get focused. Open your vault door. Create the change that you want. Create the change that you want. You're healing from the pain that they cause. Crown chakra cleanse. Yeah, like I said before. This Judgment card, if there was an energy who felt very much alone during a nightmare and people invested so much time and money into something, this Judgment card also connects us with death. So And this hangman right here connects us with sacrifice. So there's a deeper meaning behind all of this. That's why you see so many pentacles out here too, because there was a sacrifice happening here. Like, why, if somebody's putting this much time and effort and money into something, why keep you in the dark? Why keep you in the dark? So again, number 12. So when you know ahead of time that you can go in to seek answers, why people not coming together with you as a team? Because there was somebody who was in the Knight of Cups in reverse, but there was somebody who legitimately needed you, like saving. Even though you can't save, we don't have the power to save people, you can help. People weren't interested in helping. All they did was went back. But some of these readings are interesting. Here we have listen to your inner voice. You made a positive impact on some people. He apologizes for betraying you. Heart chakra cleanse. The best is yet to come. Get some fresh air. Your gifts have increased. Yeah. There are signs all around you. Somebody never stopped loving you. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. Yeah. Somebody could have 2 kids, by somebody. I don't know, because this person right here, it's like, oh, whatever the situation is. You could have 2, you could have 1, you could have twins, whatever the situation is. Like, this was intentional. Looking at the cards here, this was intentional. That's why somebody felt like they were by themselves. See this person right here? They looking across a body of water. So that meant that somebody could have taken quickly moved on from something. It seemed like they quickly moved on from something. And somebody felt like they were just, and I have to use the operative word seemed like, because there's a lot of investment here in the cards. Whoever these energies were not seeing you as like, okay, let's all get together and, get some questions answered. Not at all. If somebody was in a nightmare mode and these 2 hearts right here just broken hearted, crushed and disappointed. So yeah, somebody, I don't know who this is, but somebody had possibly, I don't know. If you have 2 kids, somebody got a really jealous ex. Here we have take time out to breathe. Take some time out to breathe. So this is gonna be another thing that's gonna help a lot of people to close out the cycle. It's gonna help you to close out the cycle and make room during this final month of expansion. Make room for expansion. Good luck, good fortune, expansion. You can keep it on the throne. Literally keep it on the throne and say, you know what? You brought into some kind of a fairy tale for you that could have ended up in heartbreak twice. Here for somebody that could have been a nightmare for you, ended up being a nightmare in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You could have gotten away from it because you felt like you were by yourself, dealing with some energy. So at least one of them felt like it was just, seemed like they were a knight in shining armor. Could have been man or woman, whatever. But then you end up just didn't work out, right? Is your intuition. So your intuition is letting you know a whole lot of things. Intuition is letting you know a whole lot of things. So yeah, connect with your ancestors. So yeah, when people, you just don't know how it's going to happen when people are feeling harshly judged and feeling like they're by themselves. And you got people that's not, being supportive. Something just speaking of water, something sounds fishy. We got that Pisces back there, those two fish tied together swimming in opposite directions. Something just very fishy about the whole situation. So I have the power to create the work and lifestyle of my dreams. Overwhelm is now abolished. I am removed from my work today. I calmly focus on one thing at a time. So affirmations for work. Yep, affirmations for work. So keep your vibrations high. Try to keep your vibrations high. You all will know, like I said before, you all move from your heart chakra, that's air. When people will invest this much time and energy into working together as a team with you. or if they see you as opposition. You'll know. You'll know. Knight of Cups in reverse is somebody who's jealous, who's very, very jealous. And that Moon card, like somebody's keeping secrets. Somebody was keeping some kind of secrets, you know, like somebody had moved on. We got the Sun card here. Somebody had moved on, started believing in themselves, and was being judged for it. Somebody was being judged for it. So you could have been the one that was being judged for it. But again, so it's saying just make room. Put together your gratitude list. I don't know who these energies are. Something was just really about money. That was really it. Something felt just very, very fishy. Something was just about money. No, there's just really no other way to even explain it. Just about money. So whenever you see that Judgment card come down, it's pretty harsh, and we have a cold moon coming up. Something really cold. So here we have affirmations for peace. Waves of peace are washing over my body. I find stillness in the eye of the storm. I am stronger than my circumstances. I release all feelings of anxiety. I am free from overwhelm. Today I smile because I'm alive. I am blessed to be here now. All is well, and I am healing. That is what I have for you all. Let's get a number and let's close it out. But yeah, that's hopefully when you see the number 12 in whatever way you see the number 12, you split 12 in half, you see 6, 6. If you see it that way, you could be a person that says, you know, you're a very nurturing energy and you just don't hold on to things over time. You go through this rebirth after rebirth after rebirth, you know, rebirth, right? But there could be energies who hold on to things forever. Like I said, that's a Judgment card, right? There it is, 1212. Your number came out, 1212. I am focused. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. That's right, you're turning your dreams into reality. So yeah, somebody is going to rethink before you move into 2025. Friendships, all of your relationships. All of your relationships. Everybody to some degree has gone down a rabbit hole and gone on a journey. So that is what I have for you all, Libras. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, 1212. Stay focused. All right. Bye.